Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm here to do the card making, and I've got a few birthdays that are coming up, so I figured I was going to do some birthday cards. So let's get this starting. I have pulled out some ribbon that I've pre-cut to the right size already. I pulled out some papers that I thought would fit with my images, and so talking of images, so I've got two that I've colored from Boogaboo Images. So those are the two images, and I actually just remembered that I really wanted to have some glossy accent, and I'm not sure where I put it. Ah, there it is. I'm gonna need to put that, but I want to put it totally at the end, because otherwise I end up putting my fingers in it and it becomes a big disaster. Okay, so this being said, and I want to make possibly a card like that with this, but we'll see if I have time or not, and if I don't, then I will just continue and do a second part to this. So I've got some card base. I like to work with 6x6 when I'm making cards for people at work, and so this is for the big boss and that is for my boss. I thought it would be a fitting image. He's a guy, and I hate making guy cards. I just find them very difficult to make. So for the first card, I'm thinking of using this paper pad, which is A Girl. And when I was flipping through it, I found this is a basic gray paper pad, and I've had it for years. And I found this paper that has all kinds of numbers on it, and I thought that was fitting for birthdays. And this is going to be the ribbon that's going to go with it. I also like to have some accent paper. It's gonna be too pale. I don't find anything in this paper pad. I'm gonna go with it's too pale. I think it's, I don't know, I'm not liking it. I've got this Love Nicole paper pad. I got that one at AC Moore, and so I'm thinking that this might be a good one for this. Maybe this here with that, and then a bow. And then for the background, I'm thinking I've got some file folders. That's a bit, it would be great with this, but I'm not convinced on the other one. I wonder if I have any wine color folders. And no, I don't. Or maybe do I? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, so that I think will be a winner. So I'm gonna use those. So I love using file folders because I recycle, and it's cheap cardstock, and just, you know, all around good. I could have used my die cut machine, but I haven't. I've been using it for making flowers, but I haven't been using it to make the backgrounds of my digital image for quite a while, actually. So I need to start doing that again, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna do it this way. I don't know, I'm not in the mood for doing it any other way. I'm sorry if you're hearing my son yelling at the dog. making this strange noise. And I know you guys say that you love hearing them, so yeah. So here you go. You must be happy now. Yeah, strange laugh. That's what happens when you've got a 17-year-old. Actually, I have. He's the third child. Poor him. Doesn't have as much attention as he wants. And he makes lots of noise. Okay, so there's one part of it. Now I'm gonna use this to make my typical card. I wonder though if I should put it, I think I'm gonna do it differently. I usually put it that way, but I think this time around I'm gonna turn it around. Let's just be wild about this. And I'm gonna do that. So I will have some leftover paper, but it's okay because I've been pretty good at using up my papers. So even if I make a bit of scraps, it won't be too bad. You know, sometimes there's only so much that you can actually save and not. Okay, so this is supposed to be the bow, so this is supposed to be the stripe, and then I want, oh, this is just the perfect size. Am I lucky or am I lucky? Okay, so cut that off here. And of course I could make all my cards within one video. It would just make it very long and it takes forever to upload and just, yeah. So I'm keeping it to the 30-minute mark. That's a decent size of video. And it keeps you coming back for more. So that's the little sentiment, and this is going to be the image. And so how do I want to place this? I think I might want to place this like this, and maybe that, and then the bow. And then the bow, I'm going to use my Bow Easy. I love that thing. I can. And of course when I do it on camera I always have issues doing it, but hopefully it won't be the case this time around. So it just makes it very easy, and the bow is always nice looking and even, which was always an issue. You could always use, and I've never tried that, but you could always use, I heard, kitchen forks. Supposedly that works as well, but I never tried it, so I can't tell you how that works. But I would suspect it's the same type of thing. So here's, I think, how it's going to be. And I'm thinking I'm going to want to put some stones here, just as an added little something something. Okay, so let's assemble this. It went fairly quickly. It helps that I've pre-colored my image, obviously. Those are Boogaboo digital images, and Boogaboo's website is pretty fantastic because they have, and I don't know if they still do, because I haven't, obviously didn't put it the right way. Boogaboo's image used to do a freebie every week, so I'll try to remember to link the store down below, and if you register you can get a freebie image. And I love digital images because of course you can it doesn't take any room compared to stamps, and you can size them the way you want. So I always thought that was very useful. And I usually print it because I color them with my Copics, which is something that I haven't like really done in a while. So it's kind of fun to do it a bit. So I color it with my Copics. I print it out with my brother printer, just on Nina paper, Nina cardstock, and then I color it up. And I really love working with that. Never had any issues working with the Nina paper. I know that there's all kinds of Copic papers and that can withstand Copics or other alcohol markers. I really like working with Copics. I also have other ones, but I never really got used to them as much. Like I've got Chameleon, but I'm not as good with the shading. I find it more difficult. But it's a question of practice, I guess, like anything else, really. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna put the bow right there. So put some Soukwan tape, and I'll put it this way so that it actually also holds down the ribbon, and this way I'm sure the bow is not gonna come undone. And then and the sentiment that goes with this also came with the image, and they have really good prices for digital images, so it's really worth it. I have to admit though that a lot of the images I got was when I used to be part of different design team. I used to do a lot of card making. Had boxes and boxes and boxes of cards when I used to blog more. And then I kind of stopped doing it. Okay, so I want some bling. And let me pull out my big bin of bling. I'm sure I have some bling in the proper color. Have some of those. That could be fun. But I thought I had some that was the darker color. I also have these. That could be nice. I have purple, but that doesn't go. And what else do I have? I thought I had a more wine color. I guess maybe not. Yeah, that's kind of purple. I could do clear, but I think I prefer one of these. I think I'm gonna go with these. Those are from Love Nicole, so I must have gotten them at Easy More as well. That's where that brand is. I found that brand. And actually I just going through my got these as well. That may be fun. That's too purple. So I think I'm going to stay with my initial choice. And I'm just going to add some of these. Whoops. Like so. And I think I'm going to do it at the top here too. It just feels more complete that way. So that's the first card. Let's go on and make the second one. So the second one is more masculine, obviously. And for that one, I've got this paper pack that I had purchased at Winners way back when for $4. It's from DCWV. And it had, it was a huge stack of paper. I don't remember how many pages, it doesn't say. But it's all nice paper, it's all shiny. And I thought for this that I was going to use, I can use some blue. Trying to find my blue file folders. So I could use this blue. And so for the other color, thinking that this could be fun, I'm going to use that. It's nice to use up some of those papers again. I've been using my scraps so much, and I haven't been using newer papers, and it's kind of nice sometimes to just go for a blank paper, something completely new that I haven't worked with, you know? So after a while you get fed up of seeing your paper all the time. So this, and of course, as usual, my lap is serving as an extension of my desk to put my tools. And so like that. And then I don't know, for this one maybe I can do something different, do a shape. I'm gonna cover more of the image if I do that, but does it really matter? More of the background, but I think it doesn't really matter. It's gonna be different if I do it that way. So I don't want my cards to be always the same. So maybe I can put it offside. If I want to not waste any paper, I could do it that way. And then do that. Need to start, like I said, using my die cuts more often. I've got them, I should use them. I just don't. Okay, so unless I do this and frame my image and then just do the bow on here. That could be an option. So let's see. Let's try this out. We'll see how it looks and what I want to do. And then the sentiment could be framed with this and then with that in the same way, kind of. And then maybe I can put the bow right there. Let's do the bow. Makes it easier when you kind of do your layout to choose how you want to do stuff. So usually I would have made it, like chosen it a bit smaller, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna run out of ribbon, because it's happened before that I get to the camera and I'm having trouble. So this time around I cut it a bit big. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Having more difficulty with this type of ribbon. Okay, so like that. And maybe I'm gonna do it like this. And then I could do this. Like that. I forgot to put the glossy accent on the other paper, so I'm gonna have to do that. The other images, so I'm gonna have to do that, because it really makes a big difference for the glass. Okay, so let's say I do that, and I do this, and I do this, and I kind of frame this. So something like that. And then I'm thinking I want to put some buttons. That would be cool. I should have some blue buttons somewhere. Oh, there they are. So I have some fairly big buttons that I won't be using for anything else. Why can't I find another big one? So I'm thinking that this could be cute. As for guys' embellishments, I find are kind of hard to do, like for cards. So I'm thinking that, you know, you doing that could be something fun and simple. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so not too bad. There's not that much paper left. Used up a lot of it for layering. Of course, I could have, you know, cut through the middle of my cardstock, because obviously it adds up more layers doing it this way, but I don't want to. I don't want to give myself the trouble of doing it. I've got plenty of cardstock, so even if I don't go to that extent, it's not a problem. But just know that it's an option, if because I know some people don't have a lot of cardstock. It might be beginner card making, so that's an option. I always do this. Always, 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 always. That used to happen to me all the time, except that it wasn't on camera usually. And now it's on camera. So, forgot to put my ribbon, but managed to do a save. And I'm just gonna put some Soho tape underneath here, just so that it's held down on the paper, because usually I would have pulled it tighter, but I didn't, so it's not straight. Okay, so no one's the wiser. You guys know, but nobody else is gonna know. Okay, so put that there. Put the image on here, and the bow. I'll do the same thing I did with the other one. Just put it sideways, so this way I'm sure that my bow is gonna stay on the card. And then with a little sentiment. And then like this, and then I'm gonna add the buttons, but before I put the buttons I'm just gonna thread some string through them so that it's added interest. That a bit so I don't waste. I'm just going to do a little knot like that. And then do that one. Just the leftover pieces from making a journal, because I like to make my thread pretty long just in case. I prefer to cut it down than miss some, and but I keep it and it's perfect for this type of thing. Okay, so those are my buttons. Just glue those down, and I'm gonna make sure to put the tape over the thread. This way, make sure that my thread is not going to come undone. So like that. And that. Like so. And what I wanted to do for the glossy accent is just add some over the glasses. So this way it gives a three-dimensional look so that they look more like glasses. And I really love how that looks. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it makes a big difference. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And yeah. So those are my two cards, and we've basically ran out of time. So, but it's not too bad because I actually made two big cards and I kind of like how they turned out. easy designs, but fun, and stuff that you can use. I mean, buttons, a lot of people have those, and you could have put little buttons here as well, or there's flat back pearls, or all kinds of different items that would have worked as well. So hope it gives you some inspiration and that you like it. Give me a thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Getting very close to the 5,000 mark, and then a big giveaway. And that is it for now, and I will see you back next week for other card making of that size, because I have need of at least one more birthday card. And so that's it. Bye.